forever, equaling $2 gas. Just how fast prices at the pump are rising and what you can expect to pay today.
Google already makes smartphones and the software that controls them. What the company is looking to next is the wireless.
We're going to get more snow tonight?
Will we have school tomorrow?
Find out. I'm Yeti Pena with your weather forecast.
Welcome to Channel 99 BCTV, your only local student-produced news show, where we bring you your news segments and local weather. I'm your host, Kylie Dillon.
And I'm Jordan Marshalik. The new Democratic governor, Tom Wolf, is planning an increase in the state personal tax income and sales tax to generate revenue needed to cut school property taxes for homeowners by $1,000 in late 2016. The plan would reduce state property taxes by $3.8 billion. The state tax revenue would also support a state bond issue for economic development. For example, families with a $36,000 annual income or lower would pay no income tax. Most of the families in our area fall into that category, so this is a good news for Greater Hazleton.
Remember when gas dipped under $2? Well, those days are gone. Gas prices are climbing quickly, up 40 cents in the last 5 weeks. AAA reports the average price of a gallon of gas in all 50 states is now above $2, and the national average for regular unleaded stands at $2.43. In January, more than half of the gas stations in the U.S. were selling gas for less than $2. Despite the price jump, gas is still cheaper now than it was a year ago. A gallon of regular gas in 2014 cost you $3.46.
Hillary Clinton did not use a State Department email address as Secretary of State. A senior State Department official confirms that Clinton instead used a personal email account for the 4 years she served. The New York Times first reported on Clinton's use of a personal email account on Monday. It reports her staff did not take actions to preserve the communications that would break rules set by the National Archives and Records Administration. It considers letters and emails by government officials to be public records. Private emails addresses are supposed to be reserved for emergency use only. A spokesman for Clinton told the Times that she followed the letter and spirit of the rules and expected her emails would be retained. The State Department is still working to turn over emails from Clinton and other officials requested by the House Select Committee investigating that the Benghazi attack. Some committee members and GOP leaders are calling for Clinton to release her entire email record.
A representative for the U.S. fight against terror reminded Americans today about the dangerous reach of ISIS. General John Allen is the special presidential envoy for the global coalition to counter ISIS. He spoke at an event organized by a think tank in Washington today. He said, right now, while the Islamic State is viewed as a regional threat, it's increasingly possible that the terrorist group could become a global threat.
ISIL's threat is not confined to some distant or dark place or some foreign shore. In the form of foreign fighters and the spread of its toxic ideology, ISIL is a threat that is real, a threat that is here, and a threat that demands our urgent and assuredly our enduring attention.
Allen described the U.S. strategy against ISIS that includes disrupting the group's financial resources and providing relief and support to its victims.
Move over Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile, a name you know, is looking to expand into the wireless business. Google announced today, Monday, that it intends to start selling cell phone service to company. The company already makes the most used mobile software on the planet, the Android operating system. Google will not be building its own cell towers, though. Instead, it will operate on the networks of existing carriers. Google's product chief says the company is not hoping to unseat the big four wireless providers. It just wants to push for more innovation. More information, including a launch date, will be revealed this year.
Bill. Okay. Don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
French fries. Finding best potatoes.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Shane Jordan from Channel 99 Sports, and this is where we get you caught up on all the sports stats, stories, and scores. So,
Bill Belichick was in attendance last night for the Kentucky game at Georgia. With under 5 seconds left in the first half, Kentucky went up by 2. Najee Jurgis he comes up the court, and then he gets a quick runner off the glass as time expires. At that point, it was tied at 32 at the half. Then later on in the second half, tied at 43. On the break, Kenny Gaines goes up and under for the layup. Score 45-43, Georgia. Second half, Georgia up by 4. We have a little bit of an upset alert. J.J. Frazier drains a long three-pointer, 50-43 Georgia. That shot was so deep, it was in another area code. And then back comes Kentucky. Aaron Harrison with the bucket and the foul, 62-58 Georgia. It was a huge momentum shift for Kentucky right there. With under 3 minutes left to play, tied at 62. Karl Anthony Towns misses his first attempt, but gets his own rebound and makes a layup and the foul. He would make that free throw to put up Kentucky 65-62. Just over 2 minutes to play. Kentucky up by 3. Tyler Ulis with the dish downs to Towns for the lane. Score 67-62 Kentucky. The final score would be 72-64 Kentucky with the win. Kentucky moves to 30-0 on the season. Towns led Kentucky with 19 points. Jurgis led Georgia with 18 points. Now we're going to move on to some NHL stats. The Sharks fans travel to Vancouver as San Jose takes on the Canucks, who sits in second place in the Pacific Division. The Bachelorette, hoping the Sharks can pull out a match, needs a win, trailing the Canucks in the division. Then, early in the first period, the Sharks get the turnover. Chris Tierney shoots, scores, and his second of the season gives San Jose the early lead. Score 1-0 Sharks. Later in the period, Matt Irwin with the long shot on goal is blocked. The puck is loose in the front of the net. Joe Pavelski keeps the puck alive. Matt Harrison gets the rebound and from his back scores his 10th goal of the season. Sharks with the lead by 2. San Jose score 2-0. Less than 30 seconds after, later, 2-0 Sharks. San Jose on the attack. Courtois drops the puck off to Matt Nieto. His shot is blocked. Logan Couture gets the rebound and shoots, and he scores his 22nd of the season. The Sharks take a commanding 3-0 lead. San Jose up 3-0. Second period, 3-2 Sharks. The Canucks trying to make a comeback. Patrick Malou fights for the puck. He passes to Matt Nieto, gets his shot, and scores his 5th of the season to put the Sharks back up to the 2-goal lead. The Sharks would add 2 more empty netters as they cruise to victory, giving the Sharks fans a victory. Score 4-2. The final score is 6-2. The Sharks beat the Canucks. Now, here's the play of the day. Maryland's Dev Wells gets the pass. He drives baseline and rises up over 2 defenders for the huge slam. It was a posterizing dunk that shook the entire arena. Take another couple looks at it as Wells shows off his great athleticism as he goes baseline and doesn't care about the 2 defenders as he slams it down on both of them, and he picks up our play of the day. That's going to be it for me, Shane Jordan, and right now we're going to send it over back to commercial, and we'll be back with more news. See you next time.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
With This Week in the Tech World. The Apple iPhone is now back on top as the world's top-selling smartphone for the first time in 3 years. With a record 74.8 million sold in the fourth quarter 2014, Apple now has 20.4% of the global smartphone market, beating Samsung by just a hair at 19.9%. The increase in percent comes with a deal from China Mobile. Imagine having data on those phones so fast they had the ability to download 10 movies per second. Well, the scientists at the University of Sydney, Australia are making it happen. 5th generation wireless systems, or 5G, is currently being developed as the next big step in technology. And although that speedy stuff is exciting, researchers say that a more important aspect of bringing 5G to life is its latency and reliability to future, not even yet existing applications. Now, the goal of the Australian university is to have it available to the public in order to beat their competitors, Russia and North Korea, as soon as possible. But don't worry, you still have plenty of time to brag about your 4G data, since the new 5G technology isn't expected to be released until early 2018. A solar-powered plane by the name Solar Impulse 2 has completed its third test flight as practice for a tour across the globe, promoting the use of alternative energy. The plane has more than 17,000 solar cells built into its wings, stretching 72 meters, and although it only weighs about 2.3 tons. Swiss pilots and creators of the aircraft, Bertrand Piccard and Andre Borschberg, have been working together toward this point for 13 years and were initially mocked by the aviation industry for their ideas. They're not now, however, with the success of the model, so I guess keeping your head in the clouds and feet off the ground can really pay off. That's all for this week, so be sure to tune in next time for more tech-related stories right here on Kilobytes.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Mayeris Pena with your weather forecast. Did you guys enjoy that early dismissal we had yesterday? Well, today is much warmer than yesterday. It's currently 35 degrees outside with the wind speed at 16 miles per hour. Today's high will be 37 degrees and the low will be 17 degrees. Spring's around the corner, guys. We just got to hold on a little bit longer. Let's go to our 7-day forecast. Today it's going to be 37 degrees with 1 to 3 inches of snow. On Thursday it will be 16 degrees and we will get 1 to 3 inches of snow showers. On Friday it's going to be 22 degrees and clear outside. On Saturday it will be 35 degrees and mostly cloudy. On Sunday it will be 36 degrees and partly cloudy. On Monday it will be 40 degrees and partly cloudy. On Tuesday it will be 43 degrees and clear outside. It's going to start getting warmer after this week. That's it for this week's forecast.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next time for Channel 99's live news show.
Bye.